Alright, and for the very last question we have a couple logarithmic differentiation problems. This first one is y equals x to the x. So I have a feeling that I'm going to see a bunch of answers to this on the exam that look something like y prime equals x times x to the x minus 1 or some crazy stuff. But this is completely new. It's not the power rule and it's not the exponential rule, because the power rule is for x to the n, where x is raised to some constant power. And the exponential rule is for some constant raised to the power x. Okay, so in the top case, the exponent is constant. In the bottom case, the base is constant. But for this crazy function x to the x, neither one is true, and so you can't use the power rule or the exponential rule. So what you have to do is use logarithmic differentiation. And so that just means you take natural log of both sides. When you take the natural log of the other side, x pops out. Okay, and after you do that, now you use implicit differentiation. Okay, and you can use the fact that when you take the derivative of something complicated in natural log, it always becomes prime over the input. Okay, so y prime over y. It's nice. On the other side here, you're going to have to use the product rule. So first you've got natural log, because I'm calling this f and this is g. So f prime is 1, plus, now you've got x times 1 over x. Okay. And of course, all this stuff, maybe I shouldn't mess it up too much, but x and 1 over x cancel, and this last part becomes 1. So this is equal to ln x plus 1. Now to isolate y prime, I can do this. Okay, so what I did was just clear by that y. Okay, the very last step is to go back to what's probably the original equation that gives y as a function of x. And so that lets you write your whole answer in terms of x. So right now my answer has this y in it, but I know that y is equal to x to the x. So now I can write y prime completely in terms of x by making that substitution. And that's it. Okay, so there's the answer. It's not too bad, huh? There it is. Okay. And one more that's a lot like that. Maybe a little harder. So here we go. Take natural log of both sides. That gives you ln y is equal to, the cosine pops out, times natural log of x. Now take the derivative of both sides. On the left, that gives you y prime over y. And on the right, you get the product rule. Okay, so f and g. So here we go. So f prime is minus sine x, and we leave g alone. Now we say plus cosine x, and when we take the derivative of g here, we get 1 over x, so I'll just do that. Okay, so almost done. Now I just need to clear by y. So y prime is equal to y times, and can I cheat and ha. Okay, so y times that stuff. Need my pen, I guess. So what I did is I just divided both sides. I multiplied both sides by y. Alright, and just like the last problem, it would be nice to write y prime completely in terms of x, and I can because of this original equation. So there's no reason to write y there when I can write what it is in terms of x, which is x to the cosine x. So here's the final answer. Minus sine x ln x, and I'll say plus cosine x over x. And I'll just admire that for 3 or 4 seconds. And that's it. Okay, so that's the end of the practice exam. Probably harder than the actual exam. I know that was kind of hard. Okay, stop.